Hello, everyone. I'm Brenda Douglas, your self love and happiness coach, and I help people fall in love with themselves and live a happy and fulfilling life. Before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel for more ways that you can create happiness, for self love and self care tips, stress remedies, positive thinking techniques, and ways that you can become a better version of yourself. In this video, I'm going to share some ways that you can celebrate Valentine's Day, whether you're in a relationship or not. Okay? Because you have to learn to celebrate yourself. Okay? Whether, again, you have a relationship or not, or whether you have a partner that appreciates you or not, you are your best friend. You are your first love. Okay? So I'm going to share some ways that you can celebrate Valentine's Day and some ways that you can appreciate yourself. Okay, now before we get started, let me go ahead and give you your self-care tip and your journal prompts. Okay, so you may want to go ahead and grab your journal, but your self-care tip is for you to practice mind control activities. Okay, we're going to do a series of things to try to control our thoughts. Why? Because the reality is that you have the power to control your mind. You have the power to control your thoughts. Okay, and in return, you control your emotions. Okay, you control whether or not you're angry, you're happy, you're sad, you're disappointed, you're feeling disrespected. You have the power to control those things. Okay, your thoughts determine your actions and your reactions to situations. Okay, so these self-care activities are going to help you discipline your mind to be at peace. Okay, so the first mind control activity I want you to do is take mental time out. Okay, and I want you to quiet the thoughts in your mind. Okay, because some of us, the reality is that from the time we open our eyes to the time we lay down, our mind is going nonstop. In fact, as soon as your eyes open, you're like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta see that person, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I have to take so and so this where, I gotta take care of my kids. Like your mind is going non-stop. Okay, and so what I want you to do is take a mental time out, and what that means is you are someplace where there are no distractions. Okay, no kids, no significant other, no husband, no TV, no music. You are somewhere completely alone, and you're going to take a mental time out, meaning you're going to quiet the thoughts that you are thinking. Okay, you're going to take that time out to just sit in silence. Okay, sit in silence, and I want you to start as long as you can, and then just increase. Just sit in the silence. Okay, before you begin your day, during the day, quiet your mind. Okay, so you're going to take a mental time out. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to practice meditation. Now, I have to be honest and say that this was something that was pretty difficult for me to do in the beginning, because I'm just like, the anxiety was going into full force. Like, I got things to do, I have to go place. I don't have time to sit here for 10 minutes. And so what I want you to do is I want you to practice meditation. Now, let me just say that there are many, many different types of meditation. Okay, surprise, surprise. There is guided meditation. Yoga is considered meditation. there's mindfulness, there's mantra, there's transcendo. Keep getting that, and the spiritual, and then there's Zen, and there are more. Okay, so you can Google it. Google knows everything, and so does YouTube. So do some research, and I want you to find a meditation that works for you, and I want you to implement it. I want you to do it. Okay, now listen, if you cannot do 10 minutes in the beginning, then I want you to commit to 5 minutes. If you can't do 5 minutes, then I want you to do 2 minutes. If you can't do 2 minutes, then I want you to do if you can't do 2 minutes, I want you to do 1 minute. Okay, and if you can't do 1 minute, I want you to do as much as you can, and then gradually increase. Okay, so you are going to practice meditation. Okay, the other thing is, my son told me about this. It is called HZ frequency. H is in Harry, Z is in zebra, frequency. Okay, now let me tell you, this music is so relaxing. When I am in the bed and my mind is going everywhere, and I'm just tossing and turning, and I can't seem to get to sleep for whatever. Yes, I do pray. Yes, I do ask God to tell me what it is. But then I listen to the HD frequency music. You can again find this on YouTube, guys. And I play it and I fall asleep. I want to challenge you. This frequency music is supposedly cleans out the energy that's in the air. Okay, it cleanses it. It's supposed to get out demons or what have you. It's supposed to just relax you. It is called, again, HZ frequency music, and I choose a one that's long. So I may choose the 10-minute one. Okay, when I'm going to bed, and I just turn it on, and I fall asleep like a baby, guys. So I want to encourage you to do this as a way to, again, quiet your mind, relax yourself, and control your mind. Okay. The other thing I want you to do is listen to relaxing sounds, whatever those relaxing sounds are to you. For some of you, it may be the rainforest. For some of you, it may be the sound of rain. Some of you, it may be nature and things of that nature. You're going to listen to it and practice relaxing yourself, practice controlling your thoughts, okay, your mind to relax, okay? Okay, another mind control activity I want you to do is Reiki. It's called Reiki. Let me spell that for you. Reiki. Okay, really, really relaxing. Again, you can find sessions on YouTube. Reiki is what it's called. A great way to, again, quiet your thoughts and control your mind. Okay, and then last but not least, probably should have been first, is prayer. Okay, we all have to answer to, or should answer to, a higher power. Okay, so whatever that is to you, pray. Okay, whoever that is to you, pray. Okay, I pray and I ask God. I talk to God just like he's a regular person standing here with me. Okay, just like he's my best friend, which he is. But my point is that prayer works. Okay, so I want you to practice praying, or praying it more often. I should say pray more often, so that you can get answers and control your thoughts. Because oftentimes when you pray, you can get a different perspective. Okay, so let's say that you're with your partner and he or she says something that upsets you. Well, you can pray about it, and then it's like God will show you their opinion of it, or their perspective, so that you can better understand, and then you can grow in your relationship. Okay, so those are some mind control activities that I want you to implement every day, guys. You need to do it every day. Why? Because life happens. Okay, and you need to be able to control your mind so that your thoughts will work for you and not against. So again, we want your thoughts to work for you and not against you. That is the objective, okay? Now, your journal prompts. Go ahead and grab your journals, and let me give you your 3 journal prompts. Number one, write down three things that you are thankful for. Number two, what are three things that you are currently doing now that no longer serves you? And how can you stop doing those things? And number three, what are your three top priorities for 2021? Okay, let me read those journal prompts for you again. Number one, write down three things that you are thankful for. Number two, what are three things that you are currently doing now that no longer serves you? And how can you stop doing those things? And number three, what are your three top priorities for 2021? Okay, so those are your journal prompts. Go ahead and write them down. You can feel free to share any comments or any results in the comment section, but those are your journal prompts. You want to get into the habit of being able to use these journal prompts to discover more about who you are, because as you get to know who you are able to set boundaries, and you are able to teach the world how to treat you, and you learn to love yourself even more. So those are your journal prompts for this episode. Okay, well, Valentine's Day is upon us, okay? And for some, listen, it can be bittersweet. For some people, it is a time of receiving gifts and dinner and special treatment. And for some folks, Valentine's Day is just another day. And for some folks, it is an eye-opening day, okay? It's when you start to notice things about your relationship that may or may not be going well for you, but it becomes an eye-opening day for you. And yet, single folks like myself, it could be an opportunity for you to buy yourself a gift like I do every year. Anyway, the point is that Valentine's Day means different things to different people, but either way, here are some ways that you can celebrate Valentine's Day, whether you have a significant other or not. Okay, so why not embrace creativity? Okay, do an arts and craft activity that you've never done before. Okay, it is a great way to express yourself. Okay, also try a new recipe. I always try a brand new recipe on 4th of July and on Valentine's Day. You can even make yourself a dessert and make it a Valentine's Day theme type of dessert, like pink cookies or things of that nature. Put what is it, food coloring in the peanut butter cookies or something like that. So anyway, you're going to try some type of new recipe as an idea. Okay, another thing you can do is, listen, buy yourself some candy flowers and write yourself a love letter if you don't have a significant other right now. Okay, and also, for those of you who are in relationships, just know that not every woman likes roses. Okay, I'm just saying, not all of us like roses. Okay, get her favorite flower. Get her the thing that speaks to her heart. Okay, something that she enjoys. Oftentimes, women are not a mystery. They will tell you exactly what they want and exactly what they like. So pay attention. Not all women like roses. And if you are single, again, go ahead and buy yourself some candies and some flowers and write yourself a love letter. What are the wonderful things about yourself? What do you love about you? Write yourself that letter. Okay. The other thing is, like, listen, right now during this quarantine, I know that a lot of us are watching a lot of TV and a lot of movie and a lot of movies. Okay. But how about if you play a board game, a good old fashioned board game, or card games? Okay, so I want to challenge you to do that. Do something different. Play checkers, Monopoly, things of that nature. Play board games and card games. Okay, the other thing is, listen, take the kids to grandma's or to the babysitter, and listen, men, cook the meal for your wife or your significant other. I'm telling you, there's nothing more sexier than a man who cooks. I'm telling you, it's I love it. Anyway, you cook the meal for your wife. You set the atmosphere for romance for your wife. Women are always doing this, guys. You do it. You do it. You cook for her, okay? And show her how much you love and appreciate her and all that she does for you, the household, the kids. So men, I'm challenging you to step up to the plate and cook for your wife. Decorate the home, decorate the bedroom, not just the bedroom. No, come on, not just the bedroom. Decorate, put flowers, maybe in the living room, in different places where she can smell it when she comes into the room. And then cook her a meal, set the atmosphere, put the music on, the soft music, the lights, dim the lights. Guys, set the atmosphere, but more importantly, cook her, your significant other, your wife, a home cooked meal. Nothing compares to a home cooked meal. No amount of McDonald's or Outback and things of that nature. Cook her a meal. And guys, I can't wait to read the comments. Listen, watch a virtual concert or comedy show. If you go to Eventbrite, Facebook has an event section. If you go to those things and watch a virtual concert and comedy show, and listen, I'm going to challenge you to stream that onto your big screen TV so that you really, really get the feel that you're in this concert or this virtual comedy show. Okay, now listen, be careful about putting your financial or your card information on these websites. Make sure that it is an actual show before you put your money, invest your money, because identity theft is real. I applied for, or I saw a concert on Facebook. It was supposedly free, but then it required me to register and give my credit card number. Well, if the event is free, why do I have to give you my credit card information? So just be careful and, make the most of it, guys. Even though we're quarantined, even though we're having to be careful with social distancing, it does not mean that everything is shut down, okay? So you can still enjoy some activities and just be safe about it, okay? So you want to visit a virtual concert, comedy show, and then, like I said, some events still take place. Some concerts are still taking place, but they just have accommodations to help people practice social distancing, okay? So enjoy a virtual concert or comedy show or some type of activity, okay? Have a dance party with just you and your significant other, and you can find some dance, some music, and some like line dancing, salsa dancing, things of that nature. You can find those things, of course, on YouTube, okay? So take advantage of it, and you can even learn a new line dance, guys. You can even learn a new line dance on YouTube. I've been doing that to get some exercise, and so, there are things that you can do. Have your own dance party with just you and your significant other, okay? Give each other massages, guys, and have fun with it. Have fun with it. Give each other massages, okay? The other thing you can do is have a karaoke night, okay? You can do it with family. You can do it you can do it virtually with friends and family if you don't want to do it in person. I went to a party once and they had a family karaoke night. Oh my God, best time ever. So have a karaoke night. You can even do it virtually again with friends and family if you are single, okay? If that's your preference, okay? Have a paint and sip night with your significant other, okay? Go to Hobby Lobby or the arts and crafts stores, and you can buy your art supplies and your canvases, okay? And then your cups with the water, for you to have the water to rinse off the paintbrushes. The paintbrushes is another form of supply. But anyway, get your supplies from those arts and crafts stores, and then go and get you a nice bottle of wine. And how about if you try something different? Try a different type of wine that neither of you have had before. try a different type of wine, and then go and get your arts and crafts stuff and have your very own home paint and sip with your significant others. If you are single, you can also do it virtually, okay, with family and friends. Okay, you know, one thing about being single is you don't have to feel guilty about not having, or ashamed about not having a significant other. You can still enjoy your life whether you are single or another. The truth be told, there's some people who are in relationships and they're not happy. They're not happy. Okay, so you don't have to, like, don't let that be the determining factor as to whether or not you are happy, whether or not you're, you know, you don't need to be in a relationship to be happy. You can be happy as a single person. This is just your season. You're just passing through. If you want to be married, you can be married and you will be married, okay? But right now, enjoy this season. Don't be prohibited, okay? So everything that you can do as a couple, you can find friends to do it with you, okay? Or you can enjoy them yourself. There are times when I have went to restaurants by myself. There are times when I have went to movie theaters by myself, concerts, um, um, what is it, community festivals. I've done that by myself. You have to learn to enjoy your own company. And then when I do, is when I get there, I mingle and have just a good time, have the best time, whether I'm with someone or not. Okay, so you have to enjoy it. You have to learn to enjoy your own company. Don't let this Valentine's Day make you feel really bad. And I'm telling you, the chocolate is good. That's when I buy myself the big heart candies and enjoy it. Okay, so here are some more. Okay, just a few more. Okay, have an indoor picnic. If you are the type that's into picnics, I'm talking blankets, the baskets with the food in it, then have an indoor picnic. And listen, I want to encourage you to, both you and your significant other, each bring something to the table. Okay, so make, you can even make it a surprise. Okay, and have yourself an indoor picnic. Okay, set up a scavenger hunt all throughout the house. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to create hand notes, handwritten clues and notes. You can even do love notes to direct them to find the items that you're hiding. Okay, travel, and actually, why don't you hide some sexy items like lingerie and things of that nature? That would be fun. Some sex toys. Well, I don't know about sex toys, but anyway, hide some things through the out the house for the scavenger hunt to make it a little more exciting. Okay, travel through time and listen, reminisce about when you met. You know, at the start of any relationship, it is an exciting time, and there, you have such high hopes and expectations. But then sometimes life happens, and we get busy. We start trying to achieve our goals, and so we get distracted. Okay, so take the time and travel through time and reminisce about when you first met, how you felt about each other. It's okay to share your feelings and talk about things that things of that nature. You know, what is it? What is it that turns you on about the person and things of that nature? So travel through time and have that conversation. Reminisce about when you first met. Okay, you can even set the scene, you know, wherever. Anyway, reminisce through time. Okay, connect with other singles. I remember there was a time when I would only focus on couples. You know, all I would see everywhere I go was couples, 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 and it constantly reminded me of being single. Well, I had to shift that when I started doing things by myself, like going to restaurants, going to movie theaters, and concerts, and events and things of that nature. When I started doing those things on my own, it forced me to have to pay attention or scope out singles in the group. Okay, so I want to challenge you to do that. Open your eyes and see that you are not the only person that is single. Okay, so you are going to connect with other singles, and you can do that in different ways. You can go to meetings, or because some people are still meeting, some people are carrying on as if nothing has happened, even though they're practicing safety. Okay, find a way to connect with other singles in some way, even if it's calling on the phone to talk to another single person, even if it's a matter of doing a Zoom connect some kind of way with other singles, so you don't feel alone on this Valentine's Day if you're having a hard time doing things on your own. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Listen. For this next one, some of you, let me just say, you may or may not agree with me, and it's okay. It's okay for us to agree to disagree. But I'm going to advise you, or I'm going to suggest that you watch porn together. Some guys love porn. Watch porn together. Watch it together, and then try some of the positions. Yeah, I said it. Watch porn together and then try some of the positions, okay? The other thing you can do to celebrate Valentine's Day is to host a virtual couples games night. Now, there are some games that you can buy that are specifically for couples. I've seen some in the stores. There's a YouTube personality. His name is Derek Jackson, I think it is, and he has card games. And then there's somebody else. I think it's Ace something, Ace Jordan. I don't remember. I'll put their names in the description. But they have couples card games that you can purchase, okay, so that you can host a virtual couples game night. Okay, so listen, I hope that these ideas have been helpful to you. Before I close, let me give you 3 affirmations. I am enough. I am loved. I am grateful for all that I have and will accomplish. Okay, now what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to say that 3 times, because what we think about becomes our reality. Okay, so you're going to say that 3 times, and you're going to say it like you absolutely mean it, and you're going to say it until you absolutely believe it. Okay, I am enough. I am loved, and I am grateful for all that I have and will accomplish. Okay, listen, I hope that this video has been helpful to you. If so, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to this channel for me. Okay, and listen, love begins with you, and life doesn't have to be perfect to be filled with happiness. Okay, go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, and go ahead and join the coaching group on Facebook. I'll leave the link to that in the description as well. I am Brenda Douglas, your self-love and happiness coach, reminding you to always strive for excellence without apology or permission. Thank you so much for watching.